Man, yeah, we gonna have a dope conversation today. We showing love to the fathers, to the pappies. You know what I mean? So round of applause for everybody being in here with us today. We're gonna have a conversation because I think it's very important that we. I'm hearing feedback from somewhere. I think it's very somebody mic open.
No.
All right. I think it's very important that we shout out the fathers and whatnot. Instagram, if you guys want to tap in and be brought up, just let me know. We talking about the fathers on this day. We having a conversation. So definitely feel free to hit that button. If you guys can't hear me, I need somebody to join that Instagram so I can bring it up so I can let it breathe. Let it breathe. Somebody hit that Instagram so I can bring you up quickly and I'll let you back down. Thank you in advance. So yeah, we're gonna have a conversation today, Giants, about a few things. One thing in particular being Father's Day, right? Because it is indeed Father's Day, and there's a lot of dope fathers out here, and a lot of us don't get a chance to say that one thing that we want to say. What up, Lindell? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to YouTube. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button on this video, and I want us to lead with love today. You know what I mean? Because if it's one thing I know for certain, is even though, and I see a lot of toxicity going on when mothers are out here doing an amazing job, and let's just be honest, there's some mothers out here that's not good moms. You know what I mean? But they always celebrate it for Mother's Day. So that has nothing to do about nothing. So I want us to celebrate the fathers, good, bad, or indifferent. And actually, I'm gonna give you guys a moment to leave, if you could, leave a message after the tone. You know what I mean? We'll get there though. We'll get there though. We're recalling, or if some of us have been raised without fathers, the father figure in our lives. I want us to shout them out. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you don't need to actually be a father to be a father. Y'all know what I'm saying. So yeah, shout out to everybody tapping in. We got a whole lot of a whole lot of a whole lot, and I want to tap in with everybody. I appreciate one different breed. I appreciate the love. I appreciate that. So yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Tap in with me, Clubhouse, YouTube. Y'all know the vibe and how we do this. Tap in. Tap in. So nobody. There we go. What up, though, Allie?
You and to all the other fathers on the stage.
Oh wait, they didn't hear you. We didn't hear you. You said Happy Father's Day to me.
Yes.
Aw, thank you. We heard you. We heard you. We just want to hear it twice.
Oh, silly.
Oh man.
Uh,
Oh man. Thank you. Thank you for that, Allison.
yes.
So what are you guys doing for your fathers today? Let's start there. What up, though, D? What are you guys doing for your fathers today? If they're still around, if they're still breathing, if it's not your father, but somebody that's been a father like role in your life, what are you doing?
Well, my dad is out of state, but we all got together and we bought him some because he has two grills in the backyard, so we went ahead and we bought him a grill set so he
Okay,
can go out there and chef it up because his grill
nice.
stuff is all over the place. But we got him a nice little grill set and we got him some clothes. So yeah, he's happy. I called him this morning.
You called them this morning. Was there
Yeah, I
something else
called him
up?
this morning.
Okay.
No. I called him this morning and say hello, but we're gonna have a group phone call with all the kids later on.
Oh, that's
So
dope.
yeah, yeah, that's it.
That's dope. I like it. I like it. I like it. Shout out to Neil. Nell, shout out to Nell in the room. What up, Nell? I see you down there, Queen. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. We
Hey,
have
happy Father's Day.
thank you, thank you, thank you. What up, though, Keisha? I see Terica. I see T up here on YouTube. Everybody hit that link upstairs and hit that like button. Shout out to the Giants. We having a conversation today about fathers and shouting out the fathers. You know, and I'm here for it because unfortunately, some of us have had some bad experiences with fathers as well, right? So I want to let all that breathe. I'm gonna let it all breathe, right? I just don't want it to have nothing to do about mothers, respectfully, ladies. And y'all know what I'm saying. If y'all know what I'm saying, I want it to have to do with fathers. You know what I mean? So tap in with us, give us your commentary, Keisha, Tarika, hit us in Tarika, excuse me, hit us in the comment section on YouTube and let us know how you guys are feeling. The question is, if you could say something about your father, what would it be? And we want to get it from you guys all collectively. You know what I mean? As a collective, tap in. D, tap in with me, King. D, not my Mikey on the phone call. All
She
right,
on the
Yeah.
phone.
let me see what's up with you, Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Parker.
Hey, and happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Thank you.
Well, for me, like the kings that's in my life, I try to do something special for all of them. Unfortunately, my father is no longer here, and my
Sorry to
stepdad,
hear
which
that,
I
Queen.
consider my dad,
Yes.
he's not even here. So I don't have that figure no more in my life, but they were great men, and they kind of helped mold the woman that I turned out to be. So yeah, shout out to all the good guys out there. Just because you don't have a child biologically doesn't mean that you're not a father figure to someone, your nephew, your niece, whoever. You still a role model, and if you're there for that child and giving them that time and support, God bless you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, see, so my story is a little bit different. Biologically, I'm not a father, but my high school sweetheart, I met my daughter when she was 2 months old. So in that regard, I am a father. And I love my baby girl. She actually tried calling me before I jumped on, and I said I call her back. So we definitely gonna have a good conversation with that. So yeah, like Latoya said, man, sometimes you don't actually need to be biologically a father to assume that role. You know what I mean? And more importantly, have those around you identify you as such. So we want to have a conversation, man. And I see I'm gonna have to get to it because I'm gonna have to play this voicemail, and I want to get you guys' point of view on it. Instagram, if you want to be brought up, hit that button. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to Cindy. Cindy said, I'm just not that lucky to have had both parents. My mom decided to raise me. My mom decided to raise me. It's crazy. I don't want to think about my parents' history. I'm ready to write a book. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Queen. I'm sorry to hear that. And that's that. Unfortunately, we all know one way or another, being a parent is a tumultuous thing at times. You know what I mean? You learn on the job. No matter what is going on in the world, there's nothing that can actually get you ready for it. And unfortunately, as I always jump up here and say, being a parent, is one of those things that's like choosing the person that you want to be with for the rest of your life. It's very, very important. We got to be cognizant of how we're raising our kid, how our kids may be seeing things from their viewpoint, from their lens, and it's full of ups and it's full of downs. But one thing's for certain, you don't ever know and you don't ever notice how much your parents have done for you until you actually become a parent or you get older. So I want to tap in with you guys, get you guys' point of view before we start leaving messages for our fathers. You know what I mean? Good, bad, or indifferent. Sometimes, I don't want this to just be about us celebrating, because there's some people like Cindy, unfortunately, that has had bad experiences on that side. And I want us to, use it as a venting tool to leave a message for our fathers. You know what I mean? So tap in with us. I see Keisha up there. She said, "Hey, Broadway, happy Father's Day." Thank you, Queen. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate the well wishes. I appreciate it. I see a lot of, and then too, I hope nobody's out here respectfully, wishing mothers Father's Day. You know what I mean? I hope that's not happening, because that's just not good practice in itself. You know, shout out to Siegel down there, Elizabeth, I see you. You know, so Neil, tap in with us, Neil. Is that Neil short for like Chanel?
No, it's not.
Okay, okay. So if you could leave a message for your father, Chanel, I mean, excuse me, if you could leave a message for your father, Nell, what would that be and sound like?
Oh man, you catching me off guard here.
Okay, so do you have anything to add to the conversation?
I'll get back to it.
All right, cool. Sammy, tap in with me, Queen. How you feel? How you feel? How you feel? Keisha, I want to see you in the comments. I want to see you and Tarika in the comments. Tap in with me.
Hey, Broadway.
What
Happy
up, though?
Father's Day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My dad is great. He's still alive. He actually went to work not too long ago, but he's doing great. I'm blessed. Thank you for I just thank God every day for him and for one of my grandfathers who is still here, wishing him a happy Father's Day
Mm-hmm.
and just really thanking them and my uncles for helping to raise me and my sisters and just all around we had male figures that we can go to. If it wasn't my dad, it was my grandfathers or it was uncles or it was even older cousins. So just want to shout them out and thanks for being great examples to set and to live by.
I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that's a beautiful thing, you know, and it's often like I shared on the pod many a times and on lives and in different rooms, you know, what happens in our household sometimes we think happens in all children households as children until we actually get older. And what I'm saying is sometimes we'll have an idea that what's going on in our life because our fathers isn't this or that and the third, that's happening across platforms and everybody's is like this. I thought because my mom was dope, everybody's mom was dope. Because, you know, it's almost like hey, I remember when, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I remember when around the time when Beanie Siegel had signed with Rockefeller, you know, it was a lot of my father ain't ish energy going on out there and coming out in different songs. And I remember this kid, you know, who had his mom and his father, and they both used to, on the outside looking in, they both used to, you know, have their things going on in the household. But and he would write music, and the music used to be like, yo, F my dad, real reminiscent of what the other music that was coming out sounded like, right? And to me, I couldn't understand it because we were raised in the era where you should be talking about your life experience as real as it is, you know? And around the time that he did that, I remember his pops had bought him like a Benz. I mean, like a BMW, had his name on it. It was like a thing. It was like a thing. You know what I mean? And to me, I'm like, well, how your pops ain't sugar honey iced tea when he's doing so much? And then I see him wake up. I was knowing the no. You know, long story less long. I think sometimes, you know, narratives have a way of spilling over and going on outside, and people just follow through with it. Not because that's their actual experience. I'm not saying for those that it is what it is, right? But for some, it is what it isn't, you know, and that always takes me aback a little bit. So I want to tap in and D, are you by your mic, King? All right, D probably still preoccupied.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool.
I'm right here.
All right, cool. So I'm play. I want you to leave a voicemail. If you could leave a voicemail for your father after the tone, and I want you guys to all follow suit as well. And it's gonna sound something like this. Leave a message after the tone, D.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Yo, what up, Pops? What's going on? I know you up there having a good old time. You and Moms is there. Y'all went up on the same day, just maybe like 17 years in separating, but now y'all back together, having a good old time. And just hope everything is good. We doing good down here. We following suit, and we know them people in that damn COVID hospital during that time is the reason why you're not here, because you was in good shape, but you probably got bored and tired of their bullshit, so you got up out of here. But we'll see you on the other side. Peace, one love, Dad.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. I like it. I like it. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Pops. I want to tap in with you guys all and do the same thing, man. Allison, if you could leave a voicemail for your Pops, how would it sound, Queen? Hold on. Wait for it. If Broadway could get it together.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Daddy, why don't you answer my text when I text you? No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Daddy, it's me. Can you send me some money? No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Daddy, it's me. I just want to tell you thank you, and I love you for everything that you've done. And I will talk to you later. Bye. Oh, and I'm the favorite. Bye.
Yo, kids love being the favorite, yo. Kids love being the favorite. Love being the favorite. Let me see. Elizabeth, you buy your phone, Queen? Liz is on a phone call, on an email, on a chat call. She on a group message. Sammy, tap in with me. If you could leave a message after the tone, what would it sound like?
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Dad. I know you're working hard. Just want to let you know thanks for everything. And when you get back, we're gonna go out to dinner and just chill out and vibe out, and you can smoke your favorite cigar. Love you and have a great day.
Wait, you just left that as a message?
She just left a message to her father tapping in. And I'm interested. I'm very interested. Danny, are you by your mic, King?
I am by my mic currently.
All
Yes,
right,
I am.
cool. If you could leave a message for your father, how would it sound? Leave a message after the tone.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
It's been 10 years. I guess you're still busy. Happy Father's Day.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial.
Wait, Danny, what happened? Wait, Danny, no, it didn't go through. You called the wrong number. We're going to get you the right number. We're going to figure it out for you, Danny. What up, though, Danny, man? All love, man.
What up? No. All love. Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Thank you, Danny, man. Shout out to Danny, man. Shout out. Happy Father's Day to you. Are you a father, King?
No, I'm not.
Okay, all right. That's all right. You know, God willing, if that's what you want, eventually you'll get there. You know what I mean? It's all love. It's all love. Ari, are you by your mic, Queen?
I am.
Oh, shucks. Ari, leave a message after the tone. See how this goes.
For my dad?
Yes.
I have two dads though, so
Leave a message to both of them.
okay.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
To my bio dad, I love you. Happy Father's Day. I hope you enjoy the day. I hope to see you soon. To my stepdad, thanks for stepping in when my dad was far away because my dad lives all the way in London. And thank you for being a great grandfather to Chandler. Happy Father's Day. I love them both. Goodbye, I guess.
Okay. I'm here for it. The love.
Goodbye, I guess. Yo, Ari is crazy, yo.
And if you could leave a message for your other father, how would that sound?
She did both of them.
Oh, she did both. Okay. Cool. Cool.
I have a lot of love in my life.
A lot of love, man. I like it. I like it. I like it. You know, I think there's something important about you know that direct connection of being able to. There's ways that we perform versus ways that we would perform if our parents was there or if somebody we respected. But since today is Father's Day, let's keep it on what it's on. If our fathers was right there, dead in the middle of little Italy, you know, and he saw us or they saw us doing certain things, would we perform and do some of the things that we do? Would we make some of the decisions that leads us into other spaces, right? Will we do some of the things that we are doing if our parents or people we highly regarded was right there, stuck right there, and listened right there? So I want to get it from you guys. What do you think? What up, though, Memphis? Tap in with me. I see Keisha up here. I see Trey up here. You know, I see T up here on YouTube. Hit that link up there. Hit that like button, please, and thank you. Hit that link and hit that like button. Dana, tap in. We got Ryan. Ryan, tap in. Today's Father's Day, and we want you guys to respectfully leave a message, you know, after the tone. And if you had a moment with your pops and you wanted to share something with them, what would that look like? What would that sound like? So I'm gonna get there in a moment, but tap in. How you feel, Ryan?
Hey, if I could do one moment with my pops, you know, it's that scene from the movie where they're coming out of the old movie where they're coming out of the thing and there's just one catch, you know, just one more catch with my dad, and I would love that more than anything else. So I used to play throw and catch with my dad for years. I'm 50 years old. He's been passed for about 12 years now, but I'd give anything to break my glove out and throw catch with my dad. So appreciate it.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Ryan, and I'm happy to know that you know you have fond memories of playing catch with pops, though, right? So I'm a play something, right? And after the tone, I want you to, if it's okay by way of you, to leave a message to your father. We want to know what that sounds like after the tone.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Dad, it's me. Just want to let you know, Happy Father's Day. I miss you, but I'm grateful for the fact that I got to spend some time with you. And if you get a chance, break that glove out, go throw and catch with Uncle Jody. Know that I'm thinking about you every day, and I'm grateful that you're my father. You've taught me so much about being a father and a man. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Solid. I know he heard you, Ryan, and I know he's smiling as are all of the fathers that's listening to these voice messages, right? I think it's important that we rejoice and celebrate our fathers, you know, those that were father-like figures in our lives and those that stepped in and rose to the occasion, because it's not easy being a parent at all to any stretch of the imagination, and even more so, it's not easy being a father, you know? And as I am sure on the other side, you know, I think fatherhood is something that's not heavily regarded as, because I was outside, you know, went outside with my lady, we went grabbed something to eat, and I'm looking at the fathers, and the fathers don't get, you know, like fathers don't really like, you know, get dressed to the nines and come outside and be, you know, it's a different energy outside with Father's Day. You know, and what that energy look like is YouTube. Tapping in the comments if y'all feel what I'm saying. What the energy looks like for Father's Day outside is fathers just happy to be, you know, with their kids. Like, they don't need to be, you know, they don't need the bells and the whistles. I need the bells and the whistles. I ain't gonna lie. I can't speak for everybody, but I need the bells and the whistles. But, you know, by large numbers, fathers, they'll get on, they'll throw on, whatever it is. Come on, It be the kids that be celebrating and champion Pops to come on, let's go, Pops. Let's go do something, Pops. Let's go do anything, Pops. Let's go. You know, on the mother side, it be like the mothers be sitting there 12 a.m. with their legs crossed and they fancy dress on and they hat talking about where we going. You know, but I love the energy on Father's Day because it's a different energy, and not to compare it to Mother's Day, but just to highlight it as by itself, you know. And I like the energy that's given to fathers because it's important that we celebrate fathers, right? It's a dual effort, right? To have a child, and it should be both celebrated in both regards because eventually, you know, for some of us that don't have kids, we're gonna get older, have kids, or get to that place in our life, have kids, and we're gonna want to be celebrated because we know what it takes to actually raise and have a child. You know what I mean? So shout out to my guy Stacks Lindell. I see Siegel up here. You know, I see Keish.
Before you go forward,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just give you an update. So I'm on 135th Street in Harlem at what do you call this place? IHOP. So I come in here, I'm like, all right, there ain't no line outside. Cool, I already expected that. So I go in, mad tables available, right? But guess what?
What's
Not
that?
so fast. We don't have enough service. So it's still a 25-minute wait, but not because they don't have tables, but because they don't have service. Y'all don't think y'all need to hire motherfuckers for Father's Day like y'all do Mother's Day? Like, what's going on over here? It's mad tables. If I show you, it's at least 20 tables I'm looking at, and I'm one person. But now I gotta wait 25 minutes. That's the shit I be talking about. It's backwards, yo.
So D, you saying that there's not enough service on Father's Day. That's interesting because the place that me and my ladies just came back from, there wasn't enough servers for Father's Day. It was like the one lady took her like 15, 20 minutes just to bring us the check and just to for us to order food in the beginning and leaving. So there wasn't enough. Sir, are you guys have anybody been anywhere out thus far as fathers, or just like D is experiencing, like I experienced? Have anybody been outside where they feel as though they're running across that same thing? YouTube, hit me in the comments. I see Keisha. Keisha said, fathers don't be looking for no praise like mothers do. Keisha said, it's important for fathers
PTR.
too. Okay, PTR. Let's see what D talking about. Oh, wow. It's a lot of tables vacant. So do you feel as though, and Keisha, I want to get it from you too. I see the YouTube. I want to get it from you too. I want to get it from you guys in the comments. Do you guys feel as though there's less attention paid on Father's Day? And if so, why so?
Absolutely.
Why do you feel like that, Siegel? Welcome to the stage, too.
Well, although there has been a surplus of actual active dads in the recent years, prior to that, a lot of these niggas ain't really been active. So a lot of folks walk around with a lot of hatred and shit in their hearts towards the actual holiday. And I mean, I think that plays a major part too. Like, it's never like Mother's Day is bigged up like majorly, but when it comes to Father's Day, you don't really see them advertising too much of nothing. They don't put the cards out and shit like that. Bitches don't be at work trying to serve. I don't know where they be because they ain't with their daddies. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think, and I probably feel like that might just be an American thing type thing. Like, I don't know. I think it's like society never really bigged up fathers to begin with, or bigged up the holiday for Father's Day, and moving forward is showing. Now that we do have real men stepping up and actually being fathers and deserve to be actually celebrated, it's still society that has never really made it like this big deal. So it's kind of like, we got to kind of change that narrative. Like, folks got to make it known, like, nah, they deserve the same amount of attention and respect and all the love you give mothers on Mother's Day. Like, that's just how I feel.
Yeah, Broadway. And one other thing I just thought about sitting here, and that sequel, that was dope. I mean, not step over what you just said. But maybe because there's not a lot of fathers in these restaurants, because maybe the women are home cooking for them, maybe that might be an excuse. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good bell out. That's a good cape. That's a good cape. I see what you did there. That's a good that's worth acknowledging. I think the thing is though, right? Going back to what Siegel said, I think the thing is, regardless if a father is good or not, regardless if he had troubles doing this, or because let's just be honest, right? There's a lot of ain't shit mothers out here too, but mothers are still celebrated. You know what I mean? So not to go in a different direction, but to stay on what we on, I think regardless if a father is doing, because let's be honest, it's hard being a father sometimes. You know what I mean? It's very hard, and some are trying to be fathers and they aren't afforded the opportunity to be fathers. Some are. It's just a plethora of things, and some just ain't shit fathers. Yeah, there's that as well. But does that mean that they should be celebrated any less? Because they probably haven't done their best in our eyes. Because sometimes being a kid, I could look back as a kid and say, my mom could have did. My mom was an amazing mom, first off. But looking back at it, she did what she could do with what she had. You know? And as kids, sometimes we like to put our thoughts in things, but we're thinking about it with kid-like brains. You know what I mean? Oh, my father could have did this, could have did more. No, how about they did the best that they could do? If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be here. Doesn't that, at bare minimum, deserves a round of applause for life? Just that. Even if they do nothing else, don't they deserve a round of applause just because if it wasn't for them, we would not be here? Can we wake that up? Can we? I mean, tap in. Right, Keisha? Speak. Yeah, I'm trying to, because there's another side to it where if it wasn't for our parents, we would not be here. Forget everything else that came along with it. Right? Let's forget that. And if it wasn't for our parents, if it wasn't for our fathers, we wouldn't be here. Our moms didn't do it by themselves. No matter how much some moms play that up like they did it by themselves, no matter how much our fathers probably wasn't the best fit, at bare minimum, mom chose to sleep with this guy and have kids by this guy. So shouldn't Father's Day be celebrated at bare minimum just for that? What up though, Brooklyn Sean? I see you on Instagram, King. Tap in with me, Clubhouse. What's your energy?
Yeah, they should. I mean, I always said if you broke it down to the bare minimum, celebrate your father. But so what happens is the expectations now is if I stick emotions in with my dislike, somebody's gonna get a bag. So let's
I
talk
got a
bad
question
about
for you, Broadway, and I'm gonna use my own personal life situation.
Hold on. Can we let Lindell just finish his point?
Oh, my bad, Lindell. My bad. I thought you were done. My bad, Lindell.
So it's a bag in it. So let's even think about the holidays themselves, right? We recognize Father's Day and Mother's Day because of a bag. Now we took those holidays away off of our calendar. Would we be as exciting? Would we go out? Would we do the things we would do without those branded holidays, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think at the end of the day, because we've never said, hey, listen, doesn't matter what your father did, no matter what your mother did, you should praise them in their day, and for them surely having you, you should celebrate that. That's what the disconnect comes in at. So I think we wouldn't even pay attention because we would work all the time, and we wouldn't even think about half of it, even celebrating our mothers or father if they didn't say stop, celebrate these people. That's just my perspective.
Tap in with me, Siegel. I hold on. I think that's an honest perspective. The bag. That's another side to it. There's a bag attached to it. But what up, though, Siegel?
So, I do not know my biological father, and you expect me to celebrate this man, and I wouldn't be able to point this nigga out in the middle of the motherfucking street.
Well, I got to honestly.
Who actually had the opportunity to be in my life, but decided not to be in my life because he wanted to be a big drug dealer and left my mama to raise me by her motherfucking self.
Right.
Like, I'm supposed to celebrate this nigga?
So here's the thing with that, right? Here's the thing with that, Siegel, right? All right, so let's look at it like this, right? I think it's about how we see things and not what they actually are sometimes, right? What I mean by that is this. Sometimes I'll be on Instagram and I'll see something that I immediately disagree with, right? And I'll go through the comments and see if anybody else feels the same way that I feel, right? And when I go through the comments, I'm scrolling. I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, there are people here that feel like I feel, right? But then after I look at that, I say to myself, I'll be like, well, why would you leave that commentary there? That's real negative. That's real brash. I think it takes more sometimes to actually see something that you disagree with, leave negative commentary, because for that moment, yeah, it's easy to do, like it's easy to do with the positive, but the feeling, right? The thought that you're sitting in to type out how you actually feel is the negative that's attached to it, right? So the parallel between what I'm saying and what you're saying is, yeah, it's a difference because you don't personally know him. You couldn't pick him out in a lineup, right? And we share similarities in that regard, right? However, if I did know him, if I did know my father, right? Like you, perhaps, if we did, we're only responsible for our efforts, right? So if we're to celebrate, because sometimes when we hear the other side, and I'm not saying that this is your story, Queen, because I don't exactly know through and through, but sometimes when we hear a narrative, when a narrative's been pumped out there to us through by way of our moms, our cousins, our uncles, it sounds one way. But when we get the actual story, the chain of events as it is by way of the first party, by way of our fathers in this instance, it may sound a little different, right? So I think it behooves us to offer, I guess our situation might be different, but to offer a little grace and humility, knowing that sometimes the things that's put out there to us isn't always exactly what it is. How many times we know, listen, people be in Beyonce and Jay-Z relationship like they actually know them. Yeah, he did this because he been cheating on her, and he cheated on her not only with this person, but with that person, this person, and some of us may be wrong inside because all of it's, y'all know the telephone game, right? By the time it gets back to us, it sounds totally different than what actually happened. And sometimes I think it would behoove us a bit if we offered that grace and humility to fathers, because sometimes, and I'm not saying everybody, just offer what you highlighted, Sigel, sometimes at bare minimum, what we believe might not be all of exactly what it is. And some information is shared with us, but it's out of context. And when things are out of context and shared out of context, it sounds crazy. And I'm just looking at the glass as half full, is what I'm saying, Sigel. You understand what I'm saying or not?
Nah, I feel what you're saying, but I know the full story, so that's why I got my stance on not celebrating a fucking Casper.
I got you.
You feel me?
I got you.
Now, my stepfather and shit that was actually present for sure. You feel me? But yeah, nah.
So let's do this then, Sigel, right? I want you to leave 2 voicemails, right? I want you to leave 2 voicemails. 1 to absentee father, and to your stepfather who you know and celebrate, right? So let's do that.
Absolutely not.
You don't want to leave a voicemail? Okay.
Absolutely not.
I get it. Listen, I think to a large portion of what you said, there's a way of looking at it, half full, half empty. I respect the way that you choose to go about it, But for me, even though I share certain similarities and believe that I have the full story, just on my side, Broadway side, right? I believe that I have the full story and things on my side. But because certain things didn't come directly, me and my pops never sat down and honestly kicked it face to face. I don't know, man. I just feel as though if I would have got it directly from him, it may be different. But what up though, Harlem Will? We got Danny in here still. Okay. I see the Giants and I see Keisha up here. Real talk, Keisha. Exactly. I see the Giants on Instagram as well. Tap in, you guys. Hit that link that's pinned at the top. Hit that link that's pinned at the top of this room on Clubhouse. And like that YouTube video, we are streaming live. Show your social currency by one way or another. We appreciate you guys in advance. Oh, man, if you guys could leave a voicemail to your father, what would that sound like? Lindell, I'm coming to you, King. Tap in with me. Let me know how that voicemail would sound.
Hey, Dad.
Hold on,
Hey,
hold
man.
on. After the tone.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Dad. Hey, man. Thank you for everything you did for me. We never seen eye to eye, but as I learned to live in this world, everything you told me was accurate. And, man, as I thought you may have been the worst father in the world, you probably were the most phenomenal father in the world. Once I could see the world through your eyes of what you was trying to say to me, and my eyes of what I see today. So I appreciate you. I thank you, and I love you, man. Peace.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Shout out to Pops, man. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Lindell Pops, man. You know, man, listen, man, it's hard enough. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's hard, man. You know, parenthood is one of those things that you don't learn before you actually get a chance to. You know, even though you may be, you know, I'm the oldest, right? I'm the oldest, so I pretty much, you know, help raise to a certain capacity my siblings, but the fuck, it still doesn't ready you for parenthood yourself. You know, even though you know, love my baby girl, it still doesn't ready you for parenthood yourself. I think it's a little bit different. Going back to when we was kids and people say, we used to always hear, at least I always heard, I love you like my own. How? Huh? The fuck? No, how? How? Until you actually had your own, unfortunately, you won't and you can't, in my beliefs at least, you can't love somebody as your own that's not actually your own. You can love them, you can have love for them, you can do things for them, but until you actually have your own, it hits totally different. That's my belief. That's my belief. Tap in Instagram, YouTube. I want to see you guys in the comments. I'm speaking to you. You know, hopefully you guys are out there celebrating your Father's Day and you guys are having an amazing time. I just wanted to do an impromptu live to some degree or another to shout out and celebrate the fathers. Be it good, be it bad. You know, you're still a father and you still need to be celebrated to some capacity or another. You know, so tap in.
Bro, can I say something real quick to
Sure.
Harlem? I want to let you know I love you and like you're an awesome and amazing dad. Like, you know, I raised you, yeah, but like I raised you with a lot of morals and values, but like you just like you're a Mr. Mom. Like you go to the doctor's appointments, you do the school, like yo, baby bro, I love you and today's your day. I celebrate you and I honor you.
Round of applause.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, sis. Thank you. Love you too.
Yo, this is what I'm talking about. Harlem, come up here, man. I need you to stand in front of the congregation.
What's up? What's up, man?
What's happening with you, man? You know, she just said this amazing, this she used as little to no words as possible, but she said all of the right words.
Yeah, she did.
Like she
Yeah,
took
she
all
did.
of the right words in a dictionary, put them together, and they sound like what she just said to you. How do you do that? How do you respond to that, King?
Yeah, to be honest, man, it's really nothing but love, man. She raised me to be the best person I could be, man. You know, knowing that our moms was sick, and she took over and she did right by me. So I appreciate her a lot.
Mm. I love it. I love it. I love it. If we could get up here, and pop our shit sometimes and have fun and get toxic and be, over dramatized and yell at each other and do everything under the sun. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah. YouTube, scrolling through your phone. Yeah. We be getting into it. But it feels good too to know that, on a day that to some capacity or another, there's appreciation for it, and there's appreciation that's being offered. And I think that when I'm looking at you guys, it's inspiring. It's inspiring because if I wasn't the man that I am today, or excuse me, wake that up, Broadway. It took everything I went through. What up, though, Locks? It took everything I went through in my life, in my journey, to end up in this place that I'm in right now. Like literally right now. Had I not gone through those things, I think if I would have biologically had a child when I was in my teens or early 20s, I think I would have probably inflicted some things on them that they wasn't ready for, right? Because life is about growing, maturing, seeing things from different vocal points and lenses, right? And the person that we are today, we can only hope and pray to not be that same person tomorrow, so forth and so on. And that happens, you know. So I'm thrilled that I'm a changed man. Look at the range, man. I got a whole new game plan, you know. I'm happy that I had to go through the things that I went through today to become the man that I am today. I need everybody on YouTube, hit that like button, please, and thank you. Everybody on Clubhouse, hit that like button up top. Instagram the same. The link's in my bio. What up though, Chef and Smoke? What up though, Locks? I see you guys tapping in. You know, so tap in with me, Giants. I want to know how you guys are feeling about the love, appreciation that's being offered to everyone today by way of their own family. Tap in. I don't know if this is going to be safe, but Molly, are you by your mic? Okay. Better safe than sorry. Allison, are you by your mic, Queen?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Oh man, I so wish I wish I could bring Keisha up here. Keisha, if you on YouTube, Terika, I know you on YouTube. Hit that like button. Hit my Instagram if you guys can, if you're available. I want to bring you guys up. I want to hear your appreciation and how that would sound after the tone. But Allison, I'm asking you, how do you feel? Right, wrong, or indifferent? Fathers are fathers. Things happen. How would you respond to fathers, those that haven't been, air quote, the best fathers? Should they be celebrated or not? I know it's a hard one.
It's a hard one, especially because fortunately I don't have that problem. I'm surrounded by amazing gentlemen, in particular my son's father, who has been really, really great, even though we are not together. Um, I feel like, oh God, I feel like it's subjective to the relationship.
Mm,
Um, and if the father is active or even is trying, then I mean, he's there's a difference between a father and a daddy.
break that
So
up.
you have to figure out what that person is in your life. You have to figure out what that man is in your life. If he's indeed a father or if he's indeed a daddy, and how you know you how you can further define the role and the relationship that he has in the child's life.
Mm,
Because it could be an uncle that deserves that praise. It could be a
hello?
grandfather that deserves that praise. Um, so you have to, as a woman, further delineate exactly who deserves that respect and that praise and the rewards of seeing the child grow and flourish. Right. So to answer the question point blank, I feel like if you don't make the effort, then no, because effort sometimes goes a long way, even though it's not the exact that we would want. But I definitely feel like if that person is making at least an effort to try, then they deserve some semblance of recognition.
Mm-hmm.
However, if they just flat out abandoning it and it's like, nah, this is not me, I don't want to have anything to do with it, then no, absolutely not.
So can I ask you
No.
something? So
Yes.
maybe you guys will recall a story better than I can, but I remember an instance that came up, right? Somewhere on social media, I think we all saw it. I forget the exact specific who were the people that were involved. What I'll say is this. I remember I heard a story, read a story, and the mom was telling the son, your father ain't this, ain't that, ain't whoop, 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 whoop. And then I think it was like 20 somewhat years went by. The kid was in their late 20s or 30s, maybe 40s. I forget what it was. But then when the kid actually had a conversation with the father, it sounded totally different. And then the kid was able to confront the mom, and the mom was saying things like, I was just trying to protect you as a child. And then the kid
I
that,
know what you're
hold on,
talking
the
about.
kid, let
Yep.
me finish saying an example. The kid that loved the mom, and that hated the dad, now it was like topsy-turvy because he got all of the right, the kid got all of the right information or the whole information and learned that the mom was air quote trying to protect the kid, and the kid was just like, it wasn't what mom said that it was. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've also seen that, and in that instance,
Mm.
the mom is wrong, and I understand that you want to protect your child. However, what you're also doing is you're removing the option of the father parenting. And if he wants to do that, just like in anything, if a man wants to, he will. If a woman wants to, she will.
She will.
So by removing the option of the man parenting because you want to protect the child, you are removing valuable memories and the opportunity for him to actually be a father. So in that, I mean, there's three sides to the story: his side, her side, and the
In the
truth.
truth, right?
In that instance, I don't know. Maybe he was able to get the side that resonated with him and showed him that, hey, mom was doing what she thought was right, but this is what really happened.
Right.
She wanted to do this, and this is what took 20 years. You can't get those 20 years back, but
Unfortunately.
I could, right. But I'm your father, But the problem with that is he he can't parent him like a 5-year-old. He's lost 20 years. So now he's grown. He's probably 35. I'm just throwing ages out there.
Sure.
He's 25, 35, and he's old enough now to probably have his own kid. You can't tell me as an adult to not leave your house or to come back at midnight if I've been doing that for 10, 15 years and you haven't been around. You can't parent me now.
Yeah.
The time is gone. But if he, again, going back to, if he wants to go ahead and build a relationship with the child, even though years has passed, it doesn't matter how old you are still your parent's child. So that being said, he would deserve a happy Father's Day because he now wants to have an active role in his life and build a bond. And sometimes it's better to build a bond as an adult with your parent than it is when you're younger, because now you guys are maybe kind of on an even plane, because you now know what it was to sacrifice, and you've learned things, and you know what it is and what it isn't in that
Yeah.
park.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said. Well said. Well said. I think I think parents aren't perfect, but somehow, some way, because they were there, it made things worth it. You know, I think I knew coming into this that it would be a hard conversation to have. You know, I was trying to rejoice in the feeling, knowing that life is life, and we be trying to accept life on life terms. I'm gonna try to bring my guy Brooklyn Sean up here on YouTube and get his commentary. What up, though, beloved? Can you hear me, Sean? You can't hear me? I can hear you. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Sean's phone. I can hear you perfect, Sean. Yeah. Father's Day. Father's Day is one of those things where we want to hit the button when you're ready, Sean. I'll bring you back. Father's Day is one of those things that we want to celebrate. We want to feel comfortable in. We want to, all of the above, all of the above. We want to love. We want to let love. AB, what's happening with you?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Happy Father's Day.
Not with the
Happy
politically
Father's
correct. What's happening with
Day.
you?
Not much. I'm just going to be celebrating Father's Day today. My ex-husband stayed the night last night, and we're gonna have a family day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him to Home Depot. Take him on a shopping spree. Yeah. Yeah. We're just gonna kick it today. You know,
I
do the
like it.
family thing. Yeah, it's good. And then later, I'm gonna take my stepdad there in my PTR. That's my stepdad, my daughter. I'm
Oh,
gonna take him
dope.
out to dinner. Yeah, I'm gonna take him out to dinner. My bio dad is no longer with us. He has passed. But yeah, it's a good day. I love Father's Day. I think it's a great day.
I love it. I love it. I wanna get I have a topic too, Allison, for the next situation. The next situation, the title could be of shout out to the stepfathers. You know what I mean? I wonder how well that'll go over. You know what I mean? I know that's gonna go over immediately. You know, shout out to the stepfathers because they're very important. But AB, if you could, we're doing this thing today and we're playing the voicemail and we're letting people have a second to wish their fathers a happy Father's Day or an honest Father's Day. Sometimes it wasn't always happy, right? But if you could, after the tone, after it's done playing, if you could leave your father a voicemail, we would like to know how it sounds. Is that okay, Queen?
Yeah, okay. It's gonna be a long one, but yeah.
All right, let's go.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey Kirby, it's your firstborn, and I just wanted to say that I hope you're having a heavenly, happy Father's Day, and I've forgiven you, and I hope that wherever you are, that you're looking down on me and that you're proud of me. To Grandpa John, I just want to say thank you so much for coming into my life, coming into my mother's life, coming into my daughter's life. You are a saint. We don't deserve you. We certainly love you more than anything, and we hope that you are proud of us. And to my ex-husband and father of my beautiful daughter, David, we have certainly had our ups and downs, but we're family. We'll always be family. You're one of my best friends, and although it didn't work out between us, I think that you're a great father, and I look forward to lots of family adventures together. I love you.
That wasn't too long at all. That wasn't too long at all. Well said. Well said. Well said. You know, I love to hear it. You know, I think everything matters. You know, words don't die. I believe that sound don't die. You know, I believe that everything that we're saying somehow, some way needs to be said. Even some of the things that we're not saying. You know, there's a message inside that sometimes. You know, and yeah. So thank you, AB, for that. I appreciate that. Let me see. If I could leave a message to my pops, how would that sound?
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Pops, what up though, man? It's your boy. Been through a lot, going through a lot, still coming out of. You know, I see everything as a blessing. You know, and for whatever reason or another, you wasn't there, but you know, maybe it was better that way. And you know, mom's definitely held it down. And I appreciate you for just allowing me to be here at bare minimum. You know, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been here. And as I'm understanding in life, sometimes things happen for whatever reasons, you know, and you and moms, y'all did your best with what you had. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you. I appreciate you nonetheless for just allowing me to be here. And that's a blessing in itself. So, you know, right, wrong, or indifferent, you know, I forgive you and shout out to you and everything that you're doing. You understand me? I'm out. Click. That's how Miles would have went. You hear me? That's how Miles would have went. Miles would have went something like that. You know, listen, man. I think it's dope that we're able to unpack some things and get into Father's Day and celebrating our fathers out here, because it is important to celebrate the fathers. Tomorrow we will be back on podcast time. We will be back on podcast time, celebrating and talking our talk, celebrating the fact that it's Monday and we got a healthy week ahead of us, you know. And tomorrow 7 p.m. we outside with it. We back. You know the vibes, Broadway the Giant on YouTube. Tap in with us. Check out our most recent episode 518. Episode 518. And it was a joy. It was a joy. It was real. Check out Live on Broadway podcast, streaming on all social media, on all digital streaming platforms, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and everywhere else podcasts are available. Check us out on YouTube at Broadway the Giant. Live on Broadway podcast.com. Check us out. You know the vibes, man. Shout out to Keisha. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Terica. Shout out to the Giants on YouTube, man. You know, I love to see your comments. I love to hear you guys tap in. Make sure you guys hit that like button now and forevermore. You know, and make sure you guys hit that like button. Let them know that you are nothing like the rest. Shout out to Trey. Hold up, Trey. Trey got a voicemail. Hold on. I got to play Trey voicemail. Hold up. She wrote something.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
In Tracy's voice. Thank you, Dad, for lying to Mom and telling her you can't have kids. 4 kids later, we outside. Pops lied. Pops said, I can't have kids. 4 kids later, we outside. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We out of here, though, Giants. Tap in with us. Y'all know my vibe. It's always cheaper to be yourself. Be Giant. Nope, that's not it.
I know.
We out of here.